Hello, everyone. I'm so excited because now you're going to get to hear from Christine Traynor. And Christine, we talk about how maybe you heard about us, but you were just came out of nowhere and
Mhm.
then joined in our community. And it feels like such an aligned fit. I know that I love your personality. I know Kayla does. I know everybody in the program. Like you're just so easy to chat to. And I love having your presence around. And you're up to so many cool things, which is awesome. And you are definitely somebody that I look up to in terms of what's possible with owning real estate and manifesting dream homes and all these sorts of things. Let me turn it over to you now. Can you share with everybody where you're calling in from and what are you grateful for today?
Oh my goodness. Thank you for that intro, Nicole. So I'm calling in from Victoria, BC. And today I am grateful for, gosh, so many things. I'm going to say I'm grateful for the relationship I have with my two kids who are teenagers. I got a text from my daughter shortly before this call. They've got a half day today. And she was texting, letting me know what they're up to. They're going to the beach, a big group of girls. I said, text me when you get to your friend's house. And she texted me a picture of one of her friends in like one of those kind of, not a flannel shirt, but like that kind of like a dress shirt, but like open. And it was like, hey, here's a picture of so-and-so in her new shirt that we got when we were all in Vancouver at the 21 Savage concert. So it was just like so nice to be able to like, it's have that relationship with
Mm.
teenagers. And yeah, so grateful for that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cool. And from the outside looking in the little bits that we get to see on social media, you're a mom of teenagers and teenagers just want to be respected. And so when you respect them, they respect you back. And so you are role modeling that in such a like really cool way and beautiful way.
It just feels so good to be a part, have like little glimpses too of what they're up to and what's important to them.
Love it. Okay, so why don't you tell everybody who we've got podcast listeners from all over the world, hundreds of people are tuning in every episode. People might not know who you are yet. So, what is it that you are doing right now in this season of life for work? And I say work because I'm not talking about like your pastime or your hobbies. Like, we love to talk about businesses. So, what is it that you're doing for work right now? And why does it light you up?
Oh gosh, so many fun things. But mainly what I'm doing at this point is I help primarily women create wealth through real estate investing. And so I do that through a couple ways. So one is through my free community called She Built Wealth. So we meet once a week and we have connections in there and just talking about all the things, primarily real estate investing, but business, money, mindset, like all of the things, and just really empowering women to have conversations around money and wealth and just stepping into their own voices around that and having a safe place to do that feels really good. I also have a course called The Foundations, Real Estate Investing for Women, which essentially will walk women who are interested in real estate investing through sort of the ins and outs so they can move forward with confidence in acquiring their first, second, or third or beyond real estate investments. And then I also have active real estate projects that people can invest in.
Mm.
So yeah, a few things.
A few things, yeah. And the foundations course, I personally took part in. I did the course and I loved it because I learned so many things that I just never knew before. And I love learning new things. And I really appreciate that you're somebody that I feel like I can trust. So important. Business is relationships, right? It is really
100%.
about the connections you're making. I could Google things about real estate investing for sure, or I could go to some bro marketing thing, but I really appreciate your honest, authentic approach to here's the dream team you want to look for, and here's different numbers that you might want to calculate. And yeah, I just appreciated everything about the course. I'm so excited that's going to be available for anybody who wants to purchase it because it's definitely needed.
Totally. It's been a lot of fun to put together. And yeah, I can't wait to host more women through the course.
When we come back towards the end of this conversation, I would love if you could point people in the right direction because the opportunities that you have in terms of investing with you in real estate is really cool. Like I know that there's opportunities to go in on apartment buildings with you and what that looks like. So we'll make sure that we direct people on how they can reach out and inquire about that before we wrap this. I would
Yeah,
love
absolutely.
to switch gears a little bit and ask you a couple of questions about being an aligned CEO. I love that you have the
Yeah,
sweater on right
I
now.
do. It's very fitting from the
Yeah.
retreat this weekend.
Okay. I'm so curious to hear your response because so far I'm 3 for 3 with people saying the same thing. Maybe yours is different. Out of all the calls that we do, like the types of trainings we host, which one is your favorite and why?
I feel like that's such a hard question because I do love all the calls for different reasons, right? Like I love that we've got planning calls quarterly to map out your quarter. I love that we have monthly calls to really get in the zone and work on your business. I feel like it's a toss up. It's a bit of a toss up for me between the mindset call and the like mini mastermind call where we're in groups with kind of our people. It's almost like I can't pick. I'm like,
Mm,
which one would that be? But if I had to pick an absolute favorite, I'm going to have to say mindset. Yeah. I just love the mindset call. I love everything mindset. And I know you lead those. And yeah, just really just gives everyone something to think about and journal through and shift perspectives on and maybe things that we haven't thought through. I think mindset is such an important part of business and maybe like an underrated part of business. And then I love Harmony Mastermind because you really get to know people on a deeper level and really support them in their businesses too as they're supporting you.
okay. Now we're 4 for 4. Everybody loves the mini mastermind.
And I think just, yeah, building those kind of deeper connections and yeah, it's just, it's so good. So good.
Mm, love that. Okay. Thank you for sharing that. If we were to, you've been in the program for almost a year now. If we were to reflect back on you a year ago and you now, is there any noticeable transformation in yourself, whether it is in only strictly business or just like you as a human, you as a mom, you as a partner, a friend, whatever it might be, but any noticeable transformations from being in this group, this energy for the last almost a year?
Oh gosh, 100%. And I don't know that I can pinpoint it to one specific thing, Nicole. I haven't actually thought about it in that way before, but so many things like have changed over the last year. And I think I joined the program with like I didn't come in with a specific intention or expectation. Like I know a lot of people when they're joining programs, it's I'm joining it so that I can do X, whatever X might be. And I know when I joined, I was just so magnetized, honestly, to the energy, like you and Kayla's energy.
Mm.
And it was just, I have to be part of this and really wanting that community of women to build an online business in some way, shape, or form in the real estate space. That was the overall like intention, but didn't know what that would look like and what that would be. And I think looking back a year ago, if someone would say, in the next year, you're going to, you know, have an amazing community of women where so many people are going to be connected and you're going to be hanging out every week and relationships are going to be formed. People are going to be doing business together. I would have been like, what are you talking about? If someone would have said, you're going to create and launch a course teaching women how to invest in real estate, are you kidding me? You never could have pictured that. Are you going to sell your 3 businesses that I already had previously coming into this program? Would never have thought that was going to happen. Yeah. If
Wow.
someone was to say, you're going to have new business partners this year, you're going to be taking on 4 pretty major real estate projects ranging from 6 units to 94 units. Like what? There's so many things that have happened over the course of this year. So it's not like I can, and of course, the community piece of all these incredible women that I've met in the program and the relationships extend like outside of the program where we're collaborating, we're learning things from each other. Like I'm learning things all the time from women in the program. I've said a lot of times to people, I just want to take everyone's program and that's what I want to do forever. Like that
Yeah.
would be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't necessarily pinpoint one specific thing, but if I reflect on the past year, those are some of the things that have happened. And obviously the common thread is being part of this community and being in the
Mm.
program and working through all the things and all the support that I've had. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question, but
Yeah, absolutely. And from the outside looking in, just knowing, hearing from other aligned CEOs of, oh, I'm going to go to Christine's training. I'm going to look into investing with Christine. Christine's teaching me things. You've piqued people's curiosity of nobody ever taught me that I could invest in real estate. This is a lot of women's realities. And then they meet you because you're in this room, the virtual room. So it's so cool that like to see your transformation, but also the part of the bigger transformation that you are a part of is really cool to sit back and be like, oh my gosh, these people are networking, connecting, they're going to work together and collaborate together. I'm like, yes, that is the whole point of this.
yeah, it's been so fun. And yeah, like having women that are part of the My Line Purpose community or jumping into my community and showing up to the weekly calls. And yeah, so many great connections happening in there. Some of them are investing in real estate projects. Like there's just so many cool things happening and we're all supporting each other and learning from each other. I've learned so many things in the financial space. There's someone in our program who's in the financial space, and I'm now doing some stuff with her because I had no idea that was a thing. So we're all just sharing information and learning, and it's been so good.
Okay, I love that. Okay, last question, and then we'll go back to where can people find you and what's going on and all that sort of stuff. Is if somebody was on the fence about Align CEO, what would you say to somebody on the fence? And I guess I'll make this easier, clearer in that the two reasons people are sitting on the fence, biggest reasons I see that people are sitting on the fence and they're afraid to say yes. And this is not just in our program, I think across the board when it comes to decision making is I'm scared to invest the money in myself. And also I'm scared to commit to a year. What would anything that you would say to somebody that's on the fence?
Oh, I understand the first one because I feel like that's just an objection that comes up a lot of time in business, but I wouldn't have actually thought that people would be, thinking about that year-long piece. I feel like, okay, so first I would say get off the fence and get in, invest in yourself. And I think you have to put yourself in the room, right? We have to put ourselves in the rooms with people that are doing the things that we want to be doing. You go so much further, so much faster by surrounding yourself with people that are doing what you want to be doing. So even if it feels scary to take that leap, it's like you can always make more money. You're going to come into this program, and that's a lot of what you guys talk about and teach is around increasing your income and dealing with money blocks and limiting beliefs and all of those things. So you're going to have support to work through those, but put yourself in the room. And I would say the community piece, I think maybe the objection might be like, oh, people don't know how they're going to feel being in that community. This has honestly been the most supportive community I've ever been a part of. And I feel like anyone that you would talk to about this program would feel the same way. Like it's just you walk in and I've never had as deep and like real connections and conversations that I've had with women in this community that I've had with some people that I've known for 30 years. We've been friends for 30 years. And I would say, yeah, the year, I think if you jump into something for 3 or 6 months, you're not going to have the time that you need to get there and develop and get to where you want to go. I think you need that year to really dig in and sink into it all. I would just say invest in yourself and put yourself in the room, right? Like that's really the fastest way to get to where you want to be.
It's so true. I think the time piece for some people is, and I think this is just like a noisy period in online business where people are like, oh, but I want results today. And you're saying it takes a year. We're not saying it takes a year to get results. We're saying like, come spend a year and continue to grow your results. But I think there's a lot of people like, but I want it tomorrow. And you're telling me it's a year. And it's just like what you said, anything worth having, cultivating those friendships and those connections and the growth of your wealth in your business, like it does take time. And so time's passing anyway.
Yeah. And I think too, like some of the things that you might not even know are going to happen, like we can't possibly project out a year of nobody knows what's going to happen this afternoon or tomorrow. So
yeah,
it's like being open to the magic that can unfold in an entire year. And it takes time to make connections, right? Like I have no doubt that I wouldn't be doing business with some of the people that I'm doing business with, excuse me, now, if I had jumped into a program for 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, 2 months, 6 months, right? Like these relationships have developed over the last year. People have to get to know and trust you. It's the same with your business, right? You have to give yourself that time to just get immersed in it and get things going. And yeah, you can absolutely get things going quickly, but you also don't need to rush the process either. And you can really sink into sort of those deeper relationships and connections.
So true. Okay, I want to bring it back to you. You mentioned you've got your free community, you've got your course, you've got apartment buildings, you've got lots of cool stuff going on. Where can people find you and how can they work with you?
Yeah. So on socials on IG, you can follow me at christine.traynor.investing for real estate investing. So you can find me and connect with me there through my website, christinetraynor.com. And through there, you can join up for our free community, which is called She Builds Wealth. You can also join our waitlist for the Foundations course. And if in related to real estate investing, you can find me on those platforms as well. Yeah.
Awesome. And whether people find this on YouTube or on our podcast, or you come across it anywhere else, wherever it's at, there will be links in the show notes. So we'll have Christine's website linked there. We'll have her Instagram linked there. And feel free to reach out to her. You're so approachable and so easy to talk to. So even if somebody is meeting you for the first time and that no love trust isn't there yet, I encourage people who are listening, send Christine a message and say, hi, this is a new world to me. And you've piqued my curiosity. And I know that you're just so approachable. So see where people take it.
I was going to say 100%. And also too, if anyone has questions, whether it's related to my stuff or questions about Align CEO, I'm happy to chat through that process too, as someone who's been through the program. So if that's a question that people are wondering about or wanting to talk to someone, I know you guys have lots of testimonials and that kind of thing available for people too, but I'm always happy to have that conversation too. So reach out.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much, Christine. This has been so fun. And thank you, everybody, for listening in. Go say hi to Christine, connect with her, and we'll be back next week.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thanks.